It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big up Cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying, you know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever, that helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off, the tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any kind of sweetness.
It's going to be acidity from
sauce.
Tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart and it's acid and nothing else. Alright. So now we gotta stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips, greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style. Italian. Guess what else we're gonna add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. And quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man, and I don't have the means to do it. You know, some of that stuff out there has been insanely damaging and messed up. The things they said about me and my family, that's completely false. And they have absolutely no factual corroboration for any of it.
Look at Mom.
Who? I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. Gifted a body that has a lot of shortcomings, okay? Bad back injury. A severely herniated gout. You oozing with grit. Postnasal gout. Gout is a disease that makes you act like an ass. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Stupid mouth drooler. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive, egregious crossdresser. Yes, that's true. It was like Phil's an embezzler, and Phil invests his money in terrorism, and Phil's a drug dealer. So I'm having a dream that basically people are saying every heinous kind of thing they could possibly say about me, but because of who I am, people believe it.
It's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, just once again, all the detractors, they said this was going to happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Oh, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. I just see a scammer. Begging. Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
American Mall.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act.
That being said.
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 Hello. This is Phil Burnett. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead, psychological style host. Me or Cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
You're hearing our voices for the very first time. That's the best part of this show. Nothing was leaked at all. And we have a lot of legends around: Cerebral, Logical, Musical, Secret Musical, Wizard of Oz, Creative Style. I've said all the styles. Where are you at? Thanks, everybody, for being here. That being said, Thursday show. Host Style is also there. Host is in the house. We got so much stuff to get to. We're going to get right. We are really, seriously, I always say that as a meme, but today we have so much stuff. Zero chance we play it all. Meerkat, business style announcements. Go ahead.
Sorry. Just before you do that. I just shared our new logo for the.
Oh, yes. This is our new logo. We spent a lot of money on this. Like, this was all the contributions we got, we put into this logo. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be our logo from now on. So just tell us you like it, even if you don't, because we're really proud of it. And I hope you guys are too. But go ahead, Meerkat.
Anyways, welcome everybody. It's time for some business. As you guys might know, if you don't, I'll reiterate. Allow me to explain. We're doing a competition. It's called the Gintro, where all you have to do is bust out your finest creative skills and create an intro for anything really Vortex related, anything DSP related, anything you want. Go stupid, go crazy, go creative. It's 1 minute max at length. If you submitted a previous one that is like 30 seconds something, you want to rework it, send it over, you have the ability to do that, but only until the 3rd of September. After that, the lines would be closed and you will remain entryless forever. Also, one last thing, no copyright material, because we don't want it to get blocked, and also it ties in with the DSP gimmick of not having any kind of copyright material. All right. To kick this one off, I have a story to tell from the real life that I have. I have this friend. He works at a clothing store. He sells clothes all day. He's just sitting around being bored for most of the day because there's not a lot of customers this time of the year. And what he likes to do is he likes to play mobile games. And he's been pretty prolific mobile game player. He's been enjoying himself for quite some time now. And the other night we were having a beer, and he started bringing up how mobile games kind of started making him salty because he reached that point in the game where it's getting harder and harder, and he has to compete against people that invest quite significant amounts of money in those games. And then I got reminded of my buddy Phil, the king of hate. And I shared his story, and we discussed a little bit about the depth and complexities of gacha games and in mobile games in general, and how they try and manipulate you. And after about 15-20 minutes of talking, my friend deleted all of his mobile games from his phone. He said, fuck it. And that DSP is actually a valid case study for mobile game addiction. And indirectly, he actually helped somebody not spend money on mobile games and do something else with his money instead. So there we go. Phil, big ups. My friend Phil, he helped somebody. Big ups.
I like nice. Boat Knight said, is this a Raid Shadow Legends plug? No. But it could have been. We're open for those. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Why don't we have like a TBS news thing at the bottom? Like when Meerkat does the... We need
I forgot about that. Yeah. God damn it. I forgot about that.
We need somebody to make it for us, and then we need to approve it until we actually like it. We need several revisions.
Big ups for not working hard enough.
Fucking Arco, come on, buddy. Trenton Brown, shout out to Decepticron's 15 years of hate video. It blew my mind that as early as 2010, he was telling people to donate to him because they like his content. Yep. What a video. If you haven't seen it, we're all in it in different ways, so go check it out. It's obviously, you've probably already seen it if you're here, but if you haven't seen it, go over there. Thanks, Trenton. That's awesome. Cody Taylor
earlier though. We found him begging earlier, haven't we?
Oh yeah. Well, that's not even the first. Yeah. He was begging from literally,
wasn't it?
In 2003. Yeah, the first one we ever found was. So, anyways, that's the legacy is long. Cody Taylor says, happy to see DSP's back injury was fine last night. Oh yeah. Once you start playing those, once you get angry, Steve, please, we got to talk about it now. Let's get it out of the way. Steve, when you get angry enough, does the pain go away from your back injury? It does for Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just get angry.
The three things that help me get through a day are anger, tequila, and when people donate $150 so that we could reach our tip goal. However, we don't have tiers, So I'm never going to be like, well enough because we're never going to reach the third tier. So
God,
yeah, I'll have to stick to the tequila and getting
that's
really
the best
angry and
thing.
smashing my joystick.
Dude, last night smashing the joystick, arms flailing, pounding the stick, and he was. I know, Meerkat, you didn't see it. I don't know if anyone saw it here. Last night was extremely salty because he's trying to get the 5-star diamond. Like that matters. It doesn't, by the way. It's like you're 80% of the way there. Good job. But anyways, he was fighting so hard for that. He lost, and he was getting pissed. And when you do the anger cue up, fuck it, one more, and then you keep going, and that builds the anger. But the King of the Ring, Lemtex, had a great point. Said this is why he spent so much money on mobile games. He theorized because he has to end on a good note. He has to. So if that pool doesn't work out, all right, I'll do one more. Fuck. All right, one more. And that's just imagine how fast money goes when you're playing like that. In Street Fighter, you play until you get a scrub and can win. But in fucking WWE Champions, it's just another fucking click. 1651, boom, 1651. That's telling. I thought that was a really good point. I think it really shows a window into why he can't leave on a loss. And he was 45 minutes late. The guy that's too busy to do anything, can't spend time with his wife enough. 45 minutes late for him for nothing. And he had $30. It's not like he was making money either, which was all adding to the salt, by the way. That's why it was so good.
Yeah. And speaking of which, we have the latest update from TJ Gamebox from the latest WWE Champions event. Our friend down from the rafters is number 43, and he has spent an estimate of $967 on this event.
Yes,
that's a positive contribution.
Well,
he decompressed his PayPal account, definitely.
45th now. Come on, that's pretty high up there. People remember that 45th place, almost like 4th place. Dominic says the Deftones cover was sick. Thanks so much, Dominic. It's all about Decepticons video though. That made it, man. That video is so awesome. It's at the end of Decepticons video if you haven't seen that. But thanks so much, everybody. Questions from Lion Robot. Hey Steve, word on the streets is the cure for herniated disc is what? The cure for herniated disc is to reach a vest goal. So here's a contribution towards your road to recovery. Big ups TBS. Thanks for doing the Lord's work. Is that true, Steve? Vest goals can also help.
I've seen a lot of people saying it, but the weird thing is, I have a heated vest for when it's like really cold in winter, and that does kind of help because obviously heat helps with pain sometimes. So that does actually kind of help. So yeah, when winter comes, I'll be having that vest on again.
Someone give Phil that idea for a new vest. Is the heated or cooling? Cooling is fine too. But go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so Phil, like when winter comes and your neck starts to hurt in your shoulder a bit, heated vest might be something to ask somebody to donate.
Aerated vest. Yeah. And Mike's finally for Meerkat, who is out of sync, Sam. Meerkat's a little bit out of sync. When it's
I don't know what that's all about. It's
Vike says to Meerkat, what the fuck is this vape trash? It's Siggy time. Trying to get you to die earlier is Vike's message. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I got a lot of clients daily. I don't want to be smelling like cigarettes when I talk to them. So I'm smelling like berry mix instead. And it's very pleasant.
Nice.
It's also cheaper than cigarettes.
Which vest is heat stroke vest? He's already had one stroke. He doesn't need any more, I think.
At least two.
At least two. One. How many can we... Oh, deep reference there. Jamie saw one and the world saw the other. Boat Knight says, I get some weird dumb message thing for some dumb reason. So I'll say $100 and I'll ruin my liver a bit for you. Oh yeah, $100 and it's no problem. Come on, guys, no problem. And also, what he said to cure it was just as good as his health advice we heard earlier. His health advice was what? Drink is how he gets rid of it. Was that it? That the only message? Drinking. Yep. So
I found several other. That was spoilers for my video that I was working on the back that I probably never going to get out now. But because I was in King Judge chat, so I just sent him the clips. There's earlier clips of Phil talking about drinking and having a drink before he goes to bed to loosen up his back muscles, and it's like, I'd keep drinking if it made me feel better. You know, so you can understand why a man does. Being drunk is fun.
Oh, so. Damn right. And I'll tell you, you start associating things with drinking that shouldn't be associated because, like, I'm going to the movies. That's a good time to drink.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to bed. That's a good time to drink. I got a drink for that. Oh, dinner. Okay, I'll have a little bit. It's how it keeps going, man. That's really not the sign of a current alcoholic, not a past alcoholic.
The worst time, when I gave up smoking for a bit a while ago, the worst time for me was walking to work, because I'd always have a cigarette on my way down to work. And that association was just still there constantly. So the more and more associations you have with alcohol, the easier it is to go, I should be having a drink now. So someone like Phil, whose few associations are going to be when I'm on my phone, when I'm on before the stream, before bed, how many other things does he do that you could associate alcohol with? Not many. So it's all going to be around his house, isn't it? So everything around him is going to be
driving to the grocery store,
starting the car, opening the car door. There's not so many activities here.
Wanking.
There's not so many activities he does, guys. Checking the mail, power walking,
paying the bets,
getting upsold something, killing ants, feeling bad about it. All right, feeding woodland critters. We can go all night. All right, let's stop. Go ahead, Samuel. Let's get a message in the house. Come on.
Okay. Recent-ish, do we think?
Your call. You're the boss.
Okay. In fact, no. Let's start off a week ago and try and work our way up. All right, here we go. Reverend Tiddywink.
That being said, long-time listener, first-time caller.
You guys hear that?
Yep.
One of my least favorite aspects of Phil is whenever he tells a story, and he does that thing where it's everyone was out to get him, everyone tried to screw him over, but he kept to his truth and blah blah blah. He was the hero of the story. And that's what made that email he read from Machinima so great, was that we had heard both his side of it, and then we learned the truth. How Machinima fired him because they told him to stop acting like a child, and they didn't respect him, and they didn't want to give him the answers, but he just wouldn't take no for an answer. And it turns out they actually just treated him with a lot of respect and like a nice coworker would. So my question is, what event in Phil history would you like to go back to and see the real honest story of what happened? You get the unfiltered, the unaltered story, not through his gin lens. For me, I would like to go back and see when the first time, whenever this was, that he found out people knew about Champions. I can just imagine one of the flying monkeys on Discord being like, hey, Phil, there's this Kiwi Farms thread, and people are saying you spent a bunch of money on a mobile game. What's up with that? You can just see him staring at his phone and his eyes bugging out of his skull. There wasn't a drop of alcohol left in the house that night. Not that there ever is, but, just especially that night. So, let me know what you think. Thanks for taking my call, and big ups and all that.
That's a good question. I like that question. But all right, let's go. Steve, you first this time. Go ahead. Yeah,
when he first hurt his disc.
Where did it happen? Because it's been a car accident. He said, I haven't gotten a big car accident. It's not like that. It's been touch football.
To be fair, he's discounted the car accident as an example of something that it could have been. He's always said, it wasn't like I was in a car accident. So he's always done that. Even though he has actually had a car accident, it's not that. We've blamed touch football. We've blamed carrying too many books at school. We blamed
those
I did nothing.
Books.
It's genetic. It's my dad. There's been a couple of things. Once he said that his back had been acting up because of Hurricane Katrina. So there was also that.
No, that was common.
I found a lot when I was like researching this video about his back. I found a lot of shit. So, healing Seattle air, and so therefore technically Connecticut winters have also affected his back.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it come up more. I've just seen it now, the hospital story. Because to me, any story that he's told where there's a lot of timings involved, where, we were there for an hour and then it wasn't, it was another 15 minutes before this happened, blah, blah, blah. And I'd love to know how accurate those timings were, because this has got to be, we know, Phil, there's a lot of exaggeration in everything he says. So yeah, that's my answer, man. I want to see what really happened. I want to see not just the timings, but obviously, what happened with her, and did they give her a pill, really?
They were there for 20 minutes, really, in real life.
How long did it take? How thick was the taxi driver's accent? That's what I
All right, Meerkat, you're up next.
Well, I don't know if this is cheating, but mine extends to a whole period, and this is his work at Sikorsky and his whatever Helicopter Incorporated. Because man, this is like one of the most delusional, biased stories with like so many interweaving narratives that he's ever told, and I want to see the truth. I want to hear from the CEO of the company or somebody who worked with him, and I want my suspicions to be validated that I think he was just a really below average worker and they just didn't have anywhere to put him. So they tried to give him a lot of different stuff to do in hopes that something is going to stick and he's going to be decent at something. And then he wasn't. So they just kicked his ass out. I really want to find out the real true story. And if he's right, then he's right. Then that's it. I'll take the L, but I don't think he's right.
Someone had an interesting thought about.
Can you imagine that ACE certification course with his dad? His dad there, and him sat there in like the group circle or whatever. That'd be fucking great to see.
Someone had a good story. Like they could have been doing training to keep him out of actually doing stuff, right? So like he's so bad at his job, they just like, all right, well, there's you could join that course, and that could be why he had so much training, because like we don't want him doing the job, so just give him the training. Oh yeah, he can do that training, and then it's like week training course, like just Theo theory.
Perhaps maybe they wanted to. They saw it coming that they had to fire him at some point, so they wanted to give him some kind of training so he could possibly get a job in the future, so he had at least something going out of this job. So at least that certificate is something you can say, and you can put it in your resume. Oh, hey, I worked at Sikorsky and I took this and this course and I got a certificate. So it seems like you actually did something.
Mickey Thor says he had to take diversity training 18 times. Yeah, gotta take it again, sir. We cannot use that. What? Just an Asian style. No, gonna have to go back, sir. My answer for that would definitely be, this is very niche. Obviously, a lot of good answers. Jaha, not fight. The Jaha, I'm an alcoholic. The truth there would be good, because who knows how much the story's changed for everybody, right? 20 years ago is a long fucking time. I just want to see what really happened there. My answers, though, is when Phil had to convince Leanna that this is a very niche answer. When Phil had to convince Leanna that he can't go to her brother's wedding because of the danger. I want to know what he said then. How many lies did he spew there to make Leanna not say, all right, fuck it, we're done? Because he had to lay it on really thick there. You know it. Like, oh my God, they got like bomb threats going on over there, dude. It's incredible. I went to Kiwi Farms, this website. They like basically kill people on that Kiwi Farms. You don't want to go there. They murder people there. And they're saying some bombs are hidden there. So we cannot go to that wedding, Annie. I got to play, what is it? Fallout? Whatever fucking game it was. Fallout. Look at this. Fallout. Fallout 4
was going to look like Fallout. Like literally.
Yeah, I want to know what the lies he laid right then. That would have been pretty hype.
His valedictorian speech, Henry Varro.
Oh, that's a good one too. I'll tell you right now, $1,000 if you got the tape. $1,000 from my pocket to yours. $1,000 if you have the tape. That's for ALT promise. If you have that tape somewhere, don't make
it a bounty. I mean, a challenge.
Don't do AI. Someone's got to make it with AI now. That doesn't count, motherfuckers. All right, Maximus says, "Nightmares of Tevin. Time to drink. Big ups. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's Tevin's fault. Drink." And Tony T says, "Phil's frail build. I'll slap the bacon out of him." There we go. Slap it right out. All right, Sam.
I did on the Lolcow Wrestling show.
Yeah, nice. Took him down. Nice.
Running power slam, took him out. So yeah, shout out to Playing With Your Beliefs for that one. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's not a bounty, Meerkat. It's a challenge. Challenge to find the clip. I can't say bounty. I don't want to get a span. It's a challenge.
Right. Here is the Shadow Collective.
Hello, that being said, trolls. I am part of the Shadow Collective, a group sworn to protect DSP from trolls like you. We will give our last penny if it means pissing you all off. We are Legion. We are the Shadows, sworn to take you all down.
Thank you, Shadow Collective.
Very good.
This voice was definitely scary. I'll say that. It got the effect across of being scary.
I don't know if that's real or not.
No, I don't think it is.
It was a Cyrax reference because Cyrax has I guess these weird videos where he pretends like he is his fans, and he basically says this as like counter troll group, something like that. But yeah, it's wild. It's fucking Cyrax. I mean, yeah,
like the silent majority.
Yes. Oh yeah. The droves. Big ups to Larry B says, but Kiwi wasn't as terrible as these new guys. Oh yeah, definitely. Kiwi Farms wasn't that bad. That's okay, wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they were all fine compared to us.
We're basically friends.
Young Paul Bearer.
Right. Anyway, Lars.
When you think of something that would be on someone's bucket list, the first thing that comes to your mind would probably be like, skydiving, swimming with sharks, going to the Grand Canyon, something like that. But when someone asked Phil what was on his bucket list, the first thing he said was, I'd like to fix my bathroom, but I can't do anything right now because in the United States, our interest rates have skyrocketed thanks to the Fed ruining everything because of inflation. So even though I have immense amounts of things like equity in this home, I can't do anything with it. I'm locked and I can't do anything because stuff's so expensive. And then after that, he said, oh yeah, and maybe I'd want to go on a vacation with my wife. I just cannot believe that this guy is a real human being. Anyways, my question is, what's something that's on your guys' bucket list? Mine is, I would really like to see the Northern Lights one day. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Great.
I like to fix my bathroom. Like to give my cat blood work. A lot of things I want to do. My bucket list. That shows, man. Credit is just, he thinks credit is how you live your fucking life. That's it. That is it. It's just a part of life. Like you have money. And then part of your money you have, it's like he thinks net worth is involved with credit. Like credit is included in your net worth, Like, all right, I have this much credit, so I have that much to spend. Why not?
Free money, man.
What the fuck? Go ahead, Steve's dying right down there.
It shows, right, like how much money rules his life because, like, the point of your bucket list is the things that you would want to do. If money was no object. So, like, for me, it's, I want to go and punch a shark. I want to go and do that thing where you get in the cage and, they sit you down and the great whites to swim around. And occasionally, like, one will come close and it'll get, like, sort of, like, stuck near it. I want to punch it. And then that's it. I'm done. Because, like, in any discussion at a pub or a club or whatever, that's going to win a competition. Like, I could beat anything. Any experience you guys have had, I've punched a great white shark. But him, he's like, well, I need to fix my bathroom. It's like, it's not what you would do if you had a lot of money. It's what you would do if you could do anything.
Yeah.
It's supposed to show something about who you are by what you'd like to do. So I like the ocean, I like swimming, I like diving, and I like sharks. So why not punch one? Just to say you're good. But, for like a lot of people, like you said, it might be skydiving. It might be like traveling around Europe or something like that. It might be going to see the Northern Lights. Mm-hmm. But for Phil, I want to fix my bathroom, but interest rates are too high, so fuck it,
That's an amazing answer. Yeah, Steve, what about punching bees though? Have you ever punched a bee? Good. I stole that joke, by the way. Who said that?
There were a few. There were a few bees.
Guys, anyone want to really answer this question? What's anything on your bucket list? Eastern European style host? Anything on your bucket list over there?
Yeah, I want to go to some like really tall mountain range and explore. Like realistically, I'm gonna go to something in my region, but if I had to pick anything, it would be like the Himalayas or something.
Yeah.
I thought that's
something like South America, where there's like hidden temples and lost civilizations.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would say for me, at one time I always thought about like getting season tickets to like hockey team. Like my favorite hockey team is the best, but I really don't care. Like just going every single game. Obviously after you're retired and there's no kids and stuff, but just like really getting into that season, like the stats and everything, like hardcore, just for one season. Like this is it. This is what you're studying, just to see what it'd be like. But life gets in the way of that normally. But what about you, Sam?
Well, I wanted to add on to what Steve was saying first, because it also goes to show just how like how little imagination he has. Like it's not I want to go to X on my vacation with Kat. It's just and a vacation. There's no other thinking involved. It's just the thing, and not like something he really wants to do, because he doesn't actually want to do it. He's got no aspirations at all. Just trying to think what mine would be though. Like the first thing that comes to mind, and I'm not into like travel or anything really. Like it's never been a huge thing, but I would like to come across and see the States at some point.
Ooh, okay. Got a place to stay here.
There you go.
We can do some real songs next. The Direct Capture 2.0.
Yeah,
that'd be hype.
Bring some Attack on Titan
bring
merchandise
some stuff
to smooth things over.
Yeah, you better. All right, let's go.
No, but it's like you're right. It's not even like, I'd like to go to like the Seychelles with my wife, or I'd like to go, to say like Argentina or France or Germany or Amsterdam with my wife. It's just a holiday with my wife. Probably would be like downtown Seattle, like where he took Panda. It would probably be something like that. It wouldn't be, I'd like to go on a holiday, see the Space Needle, go to a zoo.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
like go see the Grand Canyon, go see the Niagara Falls. There's lots of beautiful natural like areas in America. Why not go like tour the States and see them? No, just a holiday.
Imagine living a life like that, where you can't even okay, all the things we said here are cool, but let's be real, we're probably not going to do any of them, but that doesn't even matter. It's just like, fuck, I just think about how cool that would be. You talk about it, you say, oh, fuck, that'd be awesome, man. But we're probably not going to do it. We can let our brains go that little bit.
Yeah.
He can't let his brain go at all.
Kind of why they call it a bucket list, I guess. It's like, you get into the point where you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to do that thing.
Before I die,
yeah.
Taking a bucket list.
Yeah.
Where it comes
so you don't have to think realistically, but this is Phil we're talking about. And of course he goes to, I'd like to fix my fucking bathroom. That's great.
And find someone to blame in that question.
Yeah. I can't fix my bathroom because the US government is so stupid to handle finances and blah, 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 blah,
That's some skill right there. That's some skilled complaining. The question was, what's on your bucket list? You find something to complain about. Awesome, dude. Incredible. Logan K says his bucket list is mundane or shows a sad lack of imagination and how small his world is. Yeah, you said it better than me, Logan. As usual, owner of the 8-star Hogan, Logan K. Shorts Vault said Phil doesn't take accountability of him leaking his address in one of his home tours. Still, oh God, no, that's in the past. Once you pass,
he gave out cards.
Yeah.
Fucking business cards with his name on them. He left them everywhere.
No, he doesn't care about that. Come on, that was a long time ago. If it's past like 5 years, it doesn't exist. That's for sure. Like that. What? I can't get in trouble for that. It was 5 years ago. Anyways,
and if
5
it
years
does
ago
exist, that's old Phil. That's a different person. So he's learned from his mistakes. He doesn't do that anymore. So there you go.
Why don't you get that? Yep. Don't you get it, guys? Come on, get with it. Keep up. All right, let's go, Sam.
The greatest man, Carl Pilkington's #1 thing to do on his bucket list is see a doctor. Yeah, that sounds like Phil as well. Like he's not unlike Carl Pilkington, is he? Sometimes.
All right, British style
I feel
reference.
that's an insult to Carl. Sorry.
You must know who Carl Pilkington is. Come on. You must
Carl
know.
Pilkington. I'm Googling right now. Carl
Ricky Gervais.
Pilkington. Oh, yeah. That guy.
Abroad. Yeah.
Idiot Abroad. If you said that, I would have got it. But yeah.
Right. Okay. Cutty grass and audio might be loud. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
There we go.
Kia ora, that being said, podcast. Antipodean style detractor here. I've noticed that while almost everything that DSP does repulses me, the one thing that I can't fault him for is having a pretty good ear. Like when he starts making up a stupid puerile song along with some game music, he's pretty consistently in key and has decent intonation.
Does he?
Which all of the musical and secret musical
Some
and
say that.
secret musical style hosts will know what I mean. My question is, what song would you like DSP to sing to you? Thank you very much. Big fan of the podcast. Keep detracting.
Some say that. So Sam, let's get your official opinion. Is he a good singer? You said it before, I think, haven't you?
The thing is, like, yeah, he can sing in key on the rare occasions where he will sing over music, because you can't. It's hard to say whether you're singing in key to no music, because there's no key.
Yeah.
But, I think more than anything, it's just the way he sings is kind of annoying. He's got like, I don't know, kind of reminds me of like an old man singing, like your granddad.
Is it because he's just sort of going rather than like projecting a voice?
Yeah,
and actually
I
trying to
guess.
sing.
Yeah.
To me, he kind of sounds like a theater kid. So he kind of overdoes it, and it sounds obnoxious and annoying, even though he is on a technical level fine. Because I've known some people that sing in literally like 1 to 2 tones, like they're completely tone deaf, and just it's like they're reciting the song. That's what kind of friends I have, man. It's tough, but he's all right.
I think should go there. Vibrato without rhythm, I think, is a good way of putting it. I was just about to say there's a lot of vibrato when he sings, like, and it's just kind of annoying because he's not. I don't know. He's kind of talk singing, not like actual singing. So it just comes, and it's because it's his voice as well. Like he's just got a nasally, horrible voice. So when he does sing, it's kind of like, no,
want to die. Anyway, what song do we want Phil to sing? I would say. I mean, that's easy. We're kind of getting it with the Mishima World Order. I can't remember the person that's doing all those AI songs. They have so many now.
Oh my god,
they are pumping them out. And that fucking Squeeze Banana one is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Meerkat and Steve are there
because of that.
It's so good, and just it's a cool twist on the song too. It just without the normal those voices, but the voices make it funnier for sure. Ann Lee is there, and Piece of Peace is there too. It's awesome. But yeah, I would like to see him sing one of those songs, like Direct Capture. That'd be fucking awesome. It feels like that, right? 2008. That'd be awesome. Just imagine it. Someday, when he's that desperate, he might do it.
For me, it has to be something that I know he would hate singing. So it has to be like the most violently sexual song that I can think of. In this case, off the top of my head is Wet Ass Pussy by Cardi B. Plus, it's like a woman singing the song. So coming from him is going to be a nightmare. And he's going to hate it. So that's what I'll find some cathartic pleasure in.
The Divinals, I Touch Myself. That's like one of the most sexual songs.
God, that'd be so like Leanna visuals going while he sings it. That'd be the best.
Mine's You Suffer by Napalm Death because it's like a 1.5 seconds long, so it'd be over quickly.
Fair.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the ballads that are being like suggested in chat, because I can imagine him like singing like My Heart Will Go On or Nothing Compares to You. Like these would just be annoying for me. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd want it to be like, like Meerkat says, like really like to make him uncomfortable. You know, like the kind of overly sexual or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Fact Mild says Steve's back support streams. Where are they? Well, we don't do those because Steve actually goes to the doctor for his problems and gets medicine for that. So we don't do that kind of stuff here. Maximus says TBS gang, if you saw the DSP in public, what would you do? I think I've answered this before. I would pretend to be a fan and take a picture. That's it for me. Anyone else have anything different? Would you do anything else?
I think I'd laugh.
I would get a picture though. I would say like, hey, I'm a fan. I've been a fan since Heavy Rain. Can I get a picture?
Yeah, I think we've got this one before, and my answer has always been the same. I would want to take a picture with him, pretend I'm like a massive fan, and then just feed his ego a little bit, and then gradually just like turn it around and start making fun of him, and until he realizes I'm actually not a fan, and I've been making fun of him this whole time.
Did you see that tweet? Somebody on Twitter posted that they met Phil at WrestleMania, you know, the one he went to with John.
Yeah, yep.
And that he was like a really toxic asshole, and he just wanted to get away with them as soon as like they went over to say hi and everything, and he was just like, right,
wow,
John.
I didn't see that.
Tried to get away, yeah.
Hey, he paid for that. He paid for Rambo, Steve. Don't you fucking forget it. Remember that. He made sure we heard that in the recap. Remember that? I paid. Who paid? Me. Come on. Anyways.
Also, somebody was going to an AEW show. I think this week might be Dynamite. I think it already passed, or it might be Collision on Saturday. And they were having suggestions for what kind of DSP-related sign they should get. I saw this on Twitter, but I can't really tell you off the top of my head who said this. But.
I'll have a look for it because they tagged me. So
Yeah, anything not get a job. We're done with get a job. I think we can step it up, guys. Like, be funnier, right? Squeeze banana.
Let Jade
squeeze
play.
banana's funny. Let Jade play. There. Hey, we got it right there. Get more in. Because like anyone sees that normies won't laugh anyway. So might as well get niche so we will laugh at least. The people that know about everything. Not that being said, I'm saying people that know about it. Anyway, Real Ryan says Phil's bucket list shows how small his world is. It's his house, his little office, and Jasper. It's depressing. He literally has no imagination. Real Ryan, that is definitely true. And Boat Knight says you've seen the pic for Burnout Production on Google. Do you mean the someone put it on Google where if you search for Burnout Productions, it goes like the spot is on his house, I think.
Oh yeah, it's been like that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what
the
you mean,
reviews are great. There's some awesome reviews. You can check them out.
Yeah. All right, Sam. Let's get to the Legend 2-incher.
Here's a tweet
that the
in
girth?
chat. So
yeah, what is that girth? How do they measure that? Is it Best Buy receipt or Walmart receipt? That's those are two very different things. Walmart has some stretch to it.
I've never seen you without
J
glasses before, man.
That's scary. Don't look. Bob Starsky says DSP no JOI. You're making me angry, Bob Starsky.
Put that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so I pinned the tweet link in the chat, so everybody go and give your best suggestions.
They gave us permission to share that, so yeah. Sorry, 79% human. If your notifications suddenly just get flooded.
Yeah,
you did say we could. So
right,
2-incher. What a legend.
Hey, that being said, hope you're all doing good. Given Phil's propensity for denigrating his detractors in all manner of colourful, totally mature ways, how do you think he would describe each of you guys to his viewers? To make things more interesting, instead of describing yourselves, why not channel your inner DSP and describe another member of the crew? Popcorn at the ready. Take it easy, guys.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Okay, I'll go first. I'll choose Steve. He would say, because Steve has like the cerebral side. So he's like, he's a smart guy. Apparently he knows about stuff. He went to school for something. I don't know. But he like talks about me like so deep. Like, why is he so obsessed? I don't get it. Like, it's just really weird and kind of like creepy. That's creepy. That's what he'd say, I think.
Yeah, I can do ALT. So there's this guy who has a whole fucking radio station all about me. And he's like sitting there and writing songs about me. And it's like, he does this fucking series where they just go back in time and they look at old Phil's videos. And they're trying to like expose me or something. But I'm not that same person anymore, you fucking idiots. Oh my God, these fucking idiots. They're all living in the past, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's when I tell you these people are mentally ill. Fucking circle groping, excuse me, shitheads. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Good pull.
Very good.
Nice.
Right, I'll do Sam then.
Yeah.
Which leaves Sam to do makeup. Because otherwise Sam's going to have to do himself. So I think he'd say like, how dare you have the nerve to criticize like the way my stream looks when you've got all that junk behind you. Your mic doesn't even have a pop shield. You've got guitars hanging on your walls, like he's some sort of musician. Like, oh, he's a hipster because he's got a record collection and all that. And he's even got like people criticize me for having lights and he's got them there behind his sofa. They're not even near enough to make a difference,
That's
all
it.
That sort of shit. Yeah.
You guys killed it. I wish I had thought about mine more. All right, Sam, your turn. Last up.
I was sick, and he claims to have a bad back for me. So.
Oh yeah.
That was it. That was the only thing I could think of for Meerkat. I've been racking my brain, but, just that he wouldn't be able to understand you. That's what he would say.
Thick accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's talking about
I would say for
too,
me.
Yeah.
The diss would be that I'm sitting there taking clips of him and putting him in weird context, slanderous things about his wife, his family, slanderous racist things. And I'm just sitting there taking clips and spending millions of hours of effort clipping him and so on.
Yep.
There you go.
I think your background was real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He lives in a studio, apparently. Yeah, he has a whole studio.
He sat behind a desk in a studio. Like, who puts a desk in a studio?
And get this, he has ice cream, mango ice cream, which is a diss at Derek, one of my fans, by the way, just there,
Just don't ask
melting. yeah. He has an Emmy with my head on it. I mean, really, he spent money on this. Can you believe this shit?
There's always some guy poking. Yeah, there's always some guy poking his head.
God. He built the whole he built the whole studio just to make fun of me. That's right. Yes. God. That's a good question.
Do you think we would also get the Tevin treatment when he would say, you know, they're like very talented. They could have like a really popular podcast, but for some reason they just want to be fucking idiots. Just talk about me.
Yeah. They have good conversations. Yeah, if they talk about anything else. Yeah, definitely we get that. Definitely.
We actually do get that though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You can't like backhanded compliment us because like we actually get complimented.
You're the best.
We seemed to get a lot of that after the last show we did. There was a lot of positive comments. So yeah, thanks guys.
I want to know what you'd say
day.
about your hats.
Oh, the hat. Oh God, that's just I'm obsessed more. Yeah. Look at it. Here's a Wolverine. I mean, come on, what is this? Wolverine payday. What's a payday?
Stealing my idea. Like he didn't even charge him to put it on.
I'll tell you what. If we get it's that being said's fault. That's career. That career made. If we get that, yeah, we made it right there. That's that being said's fault. You know, cat's downstairs crying. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I don't want her to be crying. You do.
But what do you think we have to do to get this kind of a segment? Because all Tevin had to do is just sit there and watch the Halloween stream and just be Tevin and just comment over it. What do we have to do?
You can't guess it. I think you can't guess it. It's just gonna happen one time. Like when someone makes the right song. And then, let's say that someone makes, like, next King of the Ring, someone makes a song that like, goes crazy on YouTube. That might be it, right? That being said, set this whole contest. It's just that being said's fault for making this contest. Something like that.
What you guys don't know is I've got people undercover in your private, hidden, top secret Discord.
Yeah.
Like, the link's in the description below.
That being said, it is that being said's fault. That's what we want to hear. Great question, though. Look at that. Great question. 2-incher. Big up for the 2 inches as well. I'm assuming that's girth, and you used a Best Buy receipt. And it was not a rent.
Oh, I love that you can do that now on WPIG. You can get
measurements. You can measure. I have a measurement. I have a measure command on WPIG. You can measure yourself with a Best Buy receipt. And it talks.
I did it before our most recent density scrolls, and right as we started, it came up, a 1 inch.
Yeah, Steve's 1 inch officially confirmed.
But then I opened up some folders, watched some things, and measured again, much bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It wasn't even hard, right? You gotta make it hard, dude.
Yeah.
Learn from the pros.
Got me receipt by the.
Oh God.
No.
All right, Sam.
Should we do a bit?
Yeah, we should. I know we got a lot today. We got. I'll read them real quick. We have play that one real quick. That's just a quick one. We have the DSP moan. Dead Sea Scrolls DSP let out a nice moan, and someone Silent Joe Revelry legend put it together in a little bit of it's like less than a minute. So play that real quick. It's very funny. 12 seconds actually.
If I do this, there we go.
So that second moan you hear was literally it. So if you could play just the beginning again, Sam. That 1 second moan
it was really quiet. So
yeah.
Here we go.
That one right there. Oh,
that was just out of nowhere, wasn't it?
Yes, it's out of nowhere. Yeah, there's just a girl might come on the show. That's when that came out. Oh, that's what led to that moan. The Hammer Fist Media is asking, "What's that sand?" That was my turn entry. That is Phil's ejaculate. No further questions, please. Just explaining it. Go ahead, Sam. Do another bit though. That's the easy one.
Quickly move on.
Quickly go past this one.
Okie dokie. Here is Chad Side Phil. I hope.
USB cards working out to give me direct capture.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Darkside Phil Gaming. That was, of course, Direct Capture by Fantastic Mr. Sam, one of the great detractor songs about my past. Big up, Sam. You need to stream more. If you don't follow Sam, you should. He pointed out so many things wrong with my stream, and I used those videos to make improvements. So, hope you've all been well. Now, guys, gals, non-binary pals, I've been on a break for 3 weeks, and you may be wondering where I've been. Well, I saved some money, and Kat and I went on a much-needed honeymoon. Me, but
nice.
especially Kat, needed a break. So we went to Barbados. Just had a chill time. We left
Awesome.
Jasper with my good friend Howard, as John Rambo joined me and Kat in Barbados for one of the 2 weeks with his lady. So that covers 2 of the 3 weeks. Well, we came back last week, and I have been trialing a medication for my postnasal drip. And you'll notice I no longer need to snort or clear my throat, so it's going well. So I just got a $15 tip from Almighty Tevin. Big ups, Tevin. He asks, how's Jasper? He's doing great. Before we left, we took him to the vet, did a full checkup with blood work and everything. He has a thyroid issue, but luckily the blood work detected it. He's been on some medication and he's doing a lot better. Almost happier in a sense. If I'd not gotten blood work, who knows how bad it could have gotten. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for the tip, Tevin. Are you restreaming Low Tier God later? DM me what times. I'll be sure to raid your stream. I'm cooking a nice dinner for me and Kat later. What am I cooking? Just a simple spaghetti bolognese. I bought her a nice red wine to have with it, and I got myself some grape juice, of course. Just got a 20 British pounds super chat from Archangel Steve, and he asked, are you going to comment on Derek? Yes. My apologies to everyone. I turned a blind eye to his spamming, and I just thought he had a mental disorder.
This is
I
where
did
it's
not
too
pay too
unbelievable
much
now.
attention to his actions off stream, and when I decided to take a look, seeing his puerile tweets, his actions in porn chats, and those really questionable playlists, that is just very concerning. I reached out to him and told him to get help. Porn addiction is real, just like alcohol. If you can consume it in moderation, it's fine, but too much can be life-ruining. I use that analogy as, you know, I was an alcoholic, just got my 5-year sobriety chip. Really helped me, and you know, I only stream 4 days a week, as one of those days I volunteer with a group that helps people suffering from alcohol abuse. But yes, those 3 weeks I've been away, Derek has been seeking help, and he seems to be doing well. If he does come back here, hopefully you'll see a difference. Sorry, that was a bit long. Thanks for the super chat, Steve. Also, I hope your back treatment is going well. Okay, guys, this intro's gone on long enough. Time to jump into Street Fighter 6. Gonna take my Master Blanca into ranked. I think I may start competing again. Let's get into it.
Amazing. That was Bob Starsky's work there. Bob Starsky
I
in the
thought
house.
so.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Amazing. A lot of amazing parts.
It became a little bit too unrealistic when he said puerile correctly. That's when he lost me.
That makes the joke funnier, man. That was not a misbeat there. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, Tevin, what's up? Hey, Tevin, thanks for the super chat. What time are you
You know, in the
restreaming?
beginning, it just kind of sounds like a detractor stream. You know, you got a normal dude who just talks to chat, and you play some troll music, you give him a shout out, you do some shout outs, and then you do the thing you're supposed to do. It's almost like the detractors are kind of like the light side fills.
But imagine it, like how much money he could be making if DSP versus the internet was literally DSP versus the internet, where he watched detractor stuff and reacted to it. So you could get him watching and listening to stuff like Direct Capture. And like the money people would pay for that, and instead he's like, no, it's too, too insecure, too much risk.
Direct Capture is one of those songs where there's nothing that bad. Like literally, Phil could listen to that. It's not that offensive. It's making fun of him not using Direct Capture, a thing he's made fun of himself before. No one's talking about, Sam's not talking about Cat. He's not talking about, the incident, anything. He's talking about not using Direct Capture. So if that was submitted, I wonder. Chance to be played on Versus the Internet? I'm not hopeful, but maybe.
I just can't imagine him hearing the line "fix my fucked up back" and seeing himself running across the screen. Instant skill. Yeah.
Oh, you'd say like, copyright.
I think, considering all the other songs that people have made about him, including me, this one is the one that he can barely have any criticisms against. Like it's It's not even offensive. It's not like making fun of his family or Jasper or T or Cat or anything.
Yeah.
It's like
a lot of songs,
mildest song.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Even that shitty Megadeth one I did for it was worse than what Sam did. In terms of like just how critical of him you can be.
It's the very Sammiest song there could be. Very, 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 very kind and compared to what other people do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's, you know what I'm saying, right? You got the point. Squeeze Banana too, though. What do you say in Squeeze Banana? Anything bad? I don't think so. I think it's literally just Squeeze Banana.
The clips that you cut in, though, possibly.
Yeah. I tried, especially with the earlier songs, I try and put in the beginning a clip of him like being an asshole, and in the end a clip of him being an asshole. So it, no matter how the song goes, it can be taken as a positive. It's just him being an asshole with clips of him unedited.
Good stuff.
Anyway,
this week, guys. What? No, what'd you see?
3K Catman.
3K Catman, yeah. The 3K Catman says, you could say Sam has a silver tongue. Nice.
That's what I was going to say. You wait until you hear the Cunnilingus song I've got coming out.
Whoa!
That's teasing us now.
Get ready for King of the Ring 2, my friends. That's coming out. What month did we do that, by the way? What month was King of the Ring last time?
Like June, wasn't it?
Fucking ages ago.
Like May or June?
Was it? Because that means we got to get going again.
Before that.
I think it was way before that. Yeah,
like April this year or something.
It feels like not that. It feels like a fucking long time ago, but maybe it wasn't.
It feels like ages ago. It feels like last year, but it wasn't. It was
because we should do it the same month. We'll try to do it the same month. We're definitely gonna do it. I mean, no doubt about that. But we want to make it like annual, so same month. But yeah, it feels like a year ago now. But anyways,
it was 6 months ago. It was the finals, so it was February 22nd.
Wow.
February, yeah. All right, so we got 5 more months to get your songs ready, guys.
There you go. Get right in. Yeah, but the Bob Starsky message anyway. That like, it started to feel really like I was getting weirded out by it. It was like it's too bizarre.
Thanks for those hints, Sam. They used to improve my streams.
I think just the point where he said, "Yeah, I spoke to Derek, jumped the shark." For me,
Yeah,
I think that's like a line that you know he's never going to cross that. You've got a better chance of him going, "Yeah, Sam was right. I'll make these changes to my layout."
Oh, that's what I was going to bring up because we've been there's been a lot of talk about like AI. Didn't we mention it last time? Like an AI fill. Whether that's like a positive fill or just an AI fill that's like Phil. But it's now happened, hasn't it? DSP Institute did a stream with an AI fill, and so
oh really?
Oh, yeah, I don't think they go.
Yeah, So it's I don't know how it went, but because I just kind of clicked on it and saw there's like a robot sitting in his seat, and so it's in the works. I don't know which way they're going with it, whether it's just Phil being Phil or whether it's trying to be something else.
Okay. I got the tweet up.
They stole our idea with Robo Steve. So we can sue copyright infringement.
Salty is trying to be legit Phil, so he's doing complaining, rambling, and scheduling.
That was it.
That's what he's doing. Yeah. So Salty side. I want that's awesome too. Trust me. But I would love to see a positive only, and does the exact same thing. So all right, Street Fighter 6 positive side. Shoot, I lost that one, but it was totally my fault because I did not push the button I was supposed to push there. That's what I want to hear.
It would be nuts to have that and then have it like actually interact with chat and stuff, so it was just completely like unmanned. Oh, it'd be so good.
Someday
getting closer, definitely getting closer.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
I would definitely substitute flying cars in the future for an AI DSP. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Definitely.
Fuck flying cars, man.
It would just be great to have it go up against real DSP and just watch. Like, it'd be so fascinating to see like
3 times how many viewers.
Yeah, exactly. The viewership. Yeah. You'd just be so intrigued to see what happened. Like, it'd be great.
Oh, big ups, right. Lord Kane 666 says Phil had the nerve to say others are antisocial. Yeah, he calls detractors antisocial. Yeah, that's the king of antisocial, calling others antisocial. Correct.
That is just outright wrong, considering how many crossovers and collabs there are on a daily basis.
Yes, more than ever before.
There's like 15 people in that video from the Decepticon. You know, how are we antisocial? You can't even get 15 regulars in your fucking chat to do an intro, Phil.
Oh, fuck no.
We're going to have more submissions for intros than you.
Yeah, I just hate it. Like, it's kind of got my back up a bit, this whole like detractors, this rant he went on, because it was all off the back of like this open tweet that he put out to everyone, and like, I don't give a shit about his gameplay. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, you know, that was the angle he took, was that like we're obsessed with watching him fail and all this, and I'm just like, I do not care about any of that. Like, it's amusing occasionally, but it's not what I'm in it for, you know.
Yeah, that was so much code. There's so much code, and then he got another email he has to read, by the way. And I know people out there are flooding his email now because he knows he reads them. You know, the worst thing you do is do that. Like that one didn't sound like a detractor, but you know he's getting so fucking many, because many people, not just one, have showed me emails that he will respond to, and he would, you know, legit think they're real, and just people saying the fucked up shit. I mean, not fucked up, but like the most clearly detractor shit on earth. You know, and they're like, okay, yeah, thanks for telling me, dude. I would definitely. That being said, it's totally assholes. I know. Not you didn't say that, but you know, I know there's a lot of people talking about me. He won't say it directly, but you know, and he just believes it and emails them back.
He can't pick up satire. He can't pick up. So we've seen it every time he skips like a dry British humor thing. It's like, because it's a lot of it's based around like satire and subtext, and you know, like not being completely literal. He can't pick up on it unless things are explained to him. Like, he was used as an example of how you need to guide a player and explain things to them, you know, without explicitly saying, hey, shoot this thing here, you know. So he needs that. And I don't know whether that's like an innate thing or that's just the result of years of like abuse and neglect in his brain. So I don't know. But yeah, it's really infuriating.
Oh, real quick before the next message, there's something that we forgot to mention on Sunday that I think was pretty important. I don't even know how we forgot to mention it. I guess the 15-year celebration was just too fucked up.
Too hype.
He got paid $200 to take 2 shots.
Oh yes.
And he took only one, and then got really salty when somebody called him out for not taking the second shot because he was having some cocktail that had a lot of alcohol in it.
Yeah, he said like, what was it, 2/3? That was 2/3 rum, wasn't it, or gin? That was 2/3 of something, and then
2/3 something. Yeah, that blue
rum. Yeah.
It's nuts. Like the thing that was arguably making it into a celebration, and he wasn't even following through with that. Like this the only thing that was different about his stream was that he was like gonna do shots.
And then he got pissed later when people aren't getting him shots. You know, like, hey, guys, I'm pretty sober now. I haven't got a shot for a while. You know, I haven't done any shots for a while. Like, you had an opportunity.
Would you guys be surprised? This is the same guy who couldn't even eat Skittles that he got paid to eat. He ended up owing people Skittles to eat because his tummy was hurting.
After what, 2 Skittles, wasn't it?
I think so, but they were zombie Skittles.
Yeah,
it's like the zombie Hogan. It's different. Yeah. It's very special.
I like the zombie Hogan. Only once a year you get the zombie Hogan chance.
Yeah.
And
do you remember that Christmas one where he didn't reach the goal to eat the special third thing and it turned out to be Captain Crunch cereal, and he ate it anyway?
That was hilarious.
It's because he was eating cereal once. Did he eat it with like milk, or did he just eat it dry?
Oh yeah,
I'm not exactly sure. I just remembered it was ridiculously funny. But please help me out. Maybe Chad would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
dry cereal. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But also don't forget he's too old to eat steak now. So that's another thing he can't do is steak, because you get that age where steak is just that's too tall of a hill to climb, boys. Can't do steak anymore. What are you, nuts? Get out of here with that young stuff.
Probably too weak to cut it up. That's probably why.
Cat, cut this.
Cutting it and then ripping through the paper plate.
Yeah. Now we got there to the real reason. The paper plates, man. You can't cut through those.
He's probably using a plastic knife as well. So that's definitely hard to do.
Why
the dishwasher is
so
broken, so you can't wash the utensils. We got to use a plastic knife, plastic fork. And that you try sticking that in a steak, that's not working out, man. That's not gonna that's not gonna cut it. Literally.
The best part is like when he has to like hold it up to Cat to say, "Look at my steak," and he's shaking like
shaking. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. When you're done with that, just make sure it gets down the garbage disposal, please. Thank you. Knives and forks too, okay? How do I clean it up shit for you? Blue says he was. Oh yeah, make sure we don't have any problems there with the garbage. You know, like any fruit flies or anything. Those one or two pesky guys might still stay around. Blue says so alcoholic he forgot to take the paid shot. Yes, that is true, Blue. He was so alcoholic he forgot to take the paid shot.
You know, I think that the thing he likes about the fruit flies, if anything, at least they're easy to eat. All you gotta do is just keep your mouth open.
Easy to eat.
Do they count as like 1 of your 5 a day because they're fruit flies? So
yeah.
While we're on the eating thing, something that I recently remembered is that he lied to the side scrollers about enjoying lunch meat sandwiches, and he told them, "Yeah, they're great, they're delicious. I eat them a lot." It's like, dude, you don't eat them a lot. You don't eat them at all.
That was one of the most triggering. The whole thing was amazing. I was, incredibly having fun the whole fucking time. But that was a question I gave to Craig. Literally, I said, "Watch this video." I put the short. Remember that short we made about lunch meat sandwiches? Like he literally said this, man. And I know that's why they asked it, but he didn't have the follow up. Bada boom, I wish he went to that follow up, but that's a tough fucking job. So I don't doubt it.
Like, Phil, nobody was saying that you were dissing lunch meat sandwiches.
Yeah,
people are saying that you were saying this. Yeah, follow it up and press it that way. Yeah, we never got that, but we did get the. Well, I love them. They're great. I
love them. Then why do you try to guilt trip people for fear of having to eat them? Right? That's been a question, but it's tough.
Yeah,
it's been tough.
It could have been there all night with stuff like that. Oh yeah, speaking of flying insect-like things, we had a Bee Gees mention in the Q&A recently, and he said he was asked what his favorite Bee Gees song was, and he legitimately answered it. He said, "Well, most people would say Staying Alive," but then he said. I don't know. He said something about
Evil Woman,
which is
ELO.
That's an ELO song, Phil.
Yeah.
So
I knew it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
dude. He's like Michael Scott in so many ways. But one time Michael Scott is doing like he's Bruce Springsteen giveaway for tickets, and he puts like, "Hey, I'm gonna give a playlist," and he plays all like Huey Lewis and the News songs because he thinks that's exactly what Phil does. I love Bee Gees. There's Evil Woman. It's awesome.
Right, sorry, I do agree. A bit of
ELO.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple in my vinyl collection as well.
Jeff Lynne, big ups. Right. Anyway.
Baller alert.
Right. Message. Here is the Redneck Preppy.
It's your pal, the Redneck Preppy, and still older than ALT. That kid probably can't even remember the Lusitania sinking, let alone the Spanish American War. Man, those were good days. Anyway, I've been trying to figure out how fail could, fail with every single relationship he's had. Like Steve of the Dead, I have a degree in psych, so I went through some of the literature to see if I could figure it out. Now, we're all aware of Fail's simmering hostility towards women, including his mother, as indicated by that incel post made many years ago. It would appear that the relationship between them was a bit amiss. She seems to have been overprotective and overbearing. There also may have been some sort of transactional aspect to it in the sense that, if Phil did what mommy wanted, all was good. If he didn't, he'd have affection withdrawn, or nor Wolverine figurine. Anyway, that dynamic could have led him to resent or even hate his mother, and sons who hate their mothers often have difficulty with adult relationships. I wonder if all of Fail's issues stem from mommy issues. If there was a dynamic where Linda ran interference for little Fail, it might explain why he can't form normal and non-transactional relationships. Just something I came up with while I was taking a break from running a household. Love to hear what the psychological style host has to say about it, but any of you can weigh in and tell me I'm overthinking. Anyway, thanks for all. You guys have revitalized my detractorhood, so I owe you a huge debt. Shout out Sean Ranklin. Big ups, Liquid Richard.
Oh, nice. Nice shout out style stuff there. All right, Steve, this is right in your wheelhouse. Go ahead.
I completely agree. First things first, I need to point out that Redneck Preppy, if you go and find I think it's an Ask the King, where Phil is talking about when he had his car crash, because his mum comes in and his very revealing comment is that she's so mad at him for driving on the freeway that he's like, right, I am fucking done with you. You know, that's it. I'm done with you. And when you look at stuff like, they're talking about combing my hair until I was like 17, and then it was like, no, I took ownership of my hair. There was definitely like a transactional nature to it. But I think she coddled him more than, a normal parent would, because he has such like a limited social and familial circle that it's not really easy for him to have any relationships for her to run interference on in the first place. She's there all the time because they don't really have many aunts and uncles to go and see. Like Phil doesn't talk about his grandparents that much. He doesn't talk about like other relatives. So we could assume they're from like a small household, a small family, or they didn't, see each other that much. And similarly, we know what he was like at school, so it's unlikely that he had like a lot of hobbies and activities that saw him interacting with other people other than Street Fighter. He didn't go and play like little league football or baseball or anything. He didn't have any other hobbies. He didn't go fishing with his dad. So yeah, it's definitely a relationship where Mummy is way more biased than Dad. Mummy spends a lot more time with Phil than Dad does, and that's definitely affected how he perceives women later on in life. That's why I think he sees people like Panda and Cat as roles rather than as not parents, as partners themselves, because they do the things that Mummy was doing. They cook, they clean, they do his washing, they do all the things that Mum would have done. So yeah, that's why we use significant mother. Big ups to whoever came up with that. I can't remember.
Barrett Wells.
Yeah, big ups Barrett Wells and significant mother. But yeah, it's definitely a fucked up relationship with his mum that's responsible for a lot of his issues nowadays.
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly why, but obviously there's some. Is that the reason why he also has those such social issues? Probably, the social issues would lead to more shit. And you see, every time he's dealing with other people, it's awkward. It's not normal. Every time even in the Street Fighter days, it's not a normal interactions with anybody. He is always the butt of the joke, or everyone's yelling at him because they hate him and he's saying stupid shit. That's what it is.
It's also weird because before he even met them in person with some of those people, he was an asshole online. So he already got the initial impression of not being a nice guy and not being fun to hang out with. So when he tries to hang out with them, they just don't like him to begin with. So it's a hill to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that could be too. Like duty streams, obviously we don't know, but it could be his dad not being tough on him. Clearly, his mom wasn't tough on him. We know that because how much he still remembers that fucking Wolverine. One toy in your life. I mean,
I think that's like one of the first times he was told no. I think that's evidence of him being really spoiled, because that's probably like one of the first major times he could think of where he said, "I want that thing," and they've gone, "No." I would like. Especially if you assume that Dad was away working a lot and Mum's probably got other things she needs to be doing around the house. So a good way of keeping Phil occupied is buying him toys. So he gets all the good toys. He's talked a lot about like the toys he had as a kid and everything. So they were always the expensive stuff. Full Rock Band stuff.
Full Rock Band set, never used. He talked about the Dead Sea Scrolls with that. He had full Rock Band set, every single system, all the new games. No friends though. But he had all that stuff. That comes from a very spoiled kids. The only people that have that shit is spoiled kids. You know what I'm saying? All the systems, all the games. Come on. But Speedy, thank you. They did say no, but they did get him that thing anyway. That's true too. They got him the figure anyway. They did get him the figure. It was just the wrong one later.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. But anyway,
and this also reminds me of the Black Friday Adpocalypse stream, when he was looking at a bunch of ads from like the 80s of toys, and he had most of them. And there was some like really fancy, expensive toys with like interchangeable heads, like dynamic features and stuff like that. It's like the guy, but much less cool, because the guy is the best.
Obviously. Prophet says, so which parent was the one who was unfaithful? I don't think we know that exactly, but I think we can take it from what he said. It's definitely his mom. Remember Phil stated one of his parents was unfaithful. He did say that, and I think it was his mom, but what if it was his dad? It could be. But
I question that because it comes from Phil. I think his parents were just having a bit of a rough patch. I don't think necessarily anyone was unfaithful.
That could be too.
I do
That could be
remember him
too.
going on about stop dragging me into the middle of it. And it's like, dude, it's your fucking parents. Of course you're
Yeah.
going to be in the middle of it.
That's a good point. They could be having some tough times, like one of them sleeping on the couch or whatever for a week, and Phil could be like, "All right, that means they're cheating. Okay, so stop trying to get me in the middle of this." Yeah, it could be. That could be too. Sam, what joke did I miss?
What?
You laughed at some joke pretty hard, then you didn't. You let it slip.
Forget that. It might have just been Steve's cat typing on the keyboard.
Yeah, typing in chat.
Yeah.
Big ups. Gift him a sub fast.
And interestingly enough, it was a little bit about as coherent as your average DSP chat message. So again, big ups to the
You had to do it again a couple of times, like garage. Right, come here. Sorry, behind the camera.
Cats. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
he's
watch
so
this.
talkative. He's like a mojito kitty.
Yeah, he does talk.
Order him another one. Order him another mojito.
Oh, that's why you took right. I've left that there. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you?
I have left my laxative medication that I also have to take.
Jasper.
Oh, he spoke on stream.
Yeah, make a shot.
Look at the camera, Jasper. That thing that's 10 feet away that is so small it's on top of my laptop. Look at that, Jasper. Right. Cats do that.
Oh, she's got the bloody HDMI cable out.
Quick, change your monitor to 30 frames per second, Steve. Quick. Cap it. 30 frames.
But 1080p, that's my problem.
That's it. Jasper, you're out of here. He jumped up there again. You don't know what I really think it is? It's just 60 frames. He never did this before PS5. All right, Brian, you're out of here.
Close the door, Steve. Close the door. Call Cat. Cat. Oh God. All right, let's go. Let's go. Message. Oh, good message lever. I think Sam right there, Mr. Something.
Okay, yeah. Here it is, Mr. Total Wine.
The CEO, maybe.
What's up? That being said, I just want to say first time, long time. I love the program. Love what you guys do. I appreciate you guys exposing the pig roach. I just want to go ahead and say my favorite episode is the It's a Gundam one. Absolutely loved it. Must have listened to it 5 to 10 times. So I got one question today, and the one question is about the whole total wine spending. I know at one point Phil had spent anywhere from $3,000 to $3,500. It was in that range. I'm not sure how much it was exactly, but I know it was like above 3,000. And I just want to know, did anyone ever reach out to someone from Total Wine? If not, I can actually go ahead and provide that information. I was actually a supervisor at Total Wine, and I have actually traveled for the company to go ahead and open up stores and train employees based off of the laws and regulations within that state. So I would have to go ahead and contact a couple of people that I know in corporate and from other stores and get some information, but I can go ahead and figure out what the laws are in that area and get more of an accurate price of how much Phil has actually spent. So if no one actually reached out to someone, I'd be more than glad to go ahead and reach out to some sources and get that information. So just let me know and I can do that for you guys. Also, ALT, you're old.
Good way to end it. Good sign off. Good sign off. So I'll take the lead on this one, boys. We are not commenting on your idea, but you can read chat right now and see what they're saying, but we will have no comment.
We kind of officially sort of like endorse ops of any kind, can we? So,
yes.
But once that information is out there, it's out there.
We'll happily do a show about it.
Yeah. Are you why like the Gundam episode is like the second most viewed, mate?
Yeah, I mean, not surprised, but
right, your water's fine.
Cat's back.
Wasn't it mid episode that we realized that he was gonna do the side scrollers interview? Because it got posted on Twitter. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yep, that's what I said. I know who Craig is, and no one else did in this whole fucking room. I think that's when the old thing started, kind of, wasn't it? Because I knew who Craig was.
No, you were old before that. You've always been old.
I thought it was when it started. No one knew who Craig was except me.
If it was, that might have been the point where chat decided to run with it. So
I think so.
My favorite's the one we did after the interview, like the 3 hour long one.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty high.
I've listened to that a lot. That's a really good one. So
I'm trying to think. King of the Rings, the first part was probably my highest. Like, wow, this is incredible. Like, if I was not on this show, I would be watching this show and loving it. You know, like that was my favorite. What about that's a good question though. Let's see. What are your favorite show, Meerkat?
Come here.
I don't know, man. There was one group think when we got some phenomenal bits. I think the Alex Jones one was a part of it, and that's when I said that might have become our flagship show. That one I remember it was insanely fun, and there was another one, but I can't really remember which one. I thought it was fantastic.
I find myself re-listening to these shows more. I'll make sure to re-listen to them the next day or something, like in the car and stuff. But like memorable, I don't want to pick favorites in terms of like guests and stuff. But definitely like, you know, a memorable one that always sticks out was like Jaha. Like, cause I always say like there's just like an atmosphere when you get Jaha like on the stream. So that sticks out in my mind.
That was a good one too. We got to do another one with him because now we learned so much more, and we have like literal Jaha clips of him saying, "Hey Phil, go fuck yourself." Literally, so that's it. That's all he said. Hey Phil, go fuck yourself. That was the best. All right, Danny DK says, Steve, is Phil conflicted with his sexuality? Do you think he seems heartbroken over John Rambo?
No, John was the closest thing he ever actually had to a friend. That's why he misses him. I don't think there's any conflict about sexuality there. I think it's just, look, I don't understand how to process like masculine intimacy, like you know, close friendship. So, you know, it becomes more of like a romanticized thing for him, and it looks to us like it's repressed homosexuality. But no, I think he really misses like a close friendship. John was his best friend, and now he's not got a best friend.
I think only friend ever, by the way.
Yeah,
I would argue that could be his only friend ever.
Yeah.
You know, from what we've seen, no one likes him in Street Fighter. No one, except for John Rambo. In the forums, in the radio show, in anywhere, you know, in the videos. Phil's telling us stories, and everyone's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you had the weed and you pushed it in the carpet. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. No one's like thinking it's like a normal he's one of us kind of feeling. It's not there, you know. And that's the sad. I mean, that's sad if it's that's how long it's been. But Vike says, I remember Meerkat said the interview would bust. Most people did, except me. That's why I said trust.
I remember
LT.
saying that you should just wait and see. And I said this first when people were getting on Craig's ass and they were calling him a denthead immediately after he announced that he was doing it. So yeah, I said just wait and see.
Duty Stream says, but the B stream with ALT and Sam only. That was a fun one. That was definitely fun. First time me and Sam went at it alone. That was pretty fun. The B stuff.
Apart from like the first time I was, because there was a period in time where you were doing these on your own, and then I joined you for one of those. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that is true. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
I was in the same place then as I was when we did the Gundam episode as well, with fucking typhoons going over.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember I love the Christmas episode we did with the tier list when Darksea was on, and we did the tier list for the whole year because we went over all that drama. We barely had enough time to cover, but it was really fun discussing everything that happened and coming to a conclusion on the different tiers.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Man, our show was so awesome. We talked about this all day. Larry Bundy was good. That's a niche one.
Yeah.
Invisible Mute adds another niche one. Kid Flim episode. That's the crowd favorite. All timer. Crowd favorite. You know, like if you know, you know. Kid Flim was a great episode. He was that
took me like a month to recover from. That was an amazing episode.
That was an experience. It was fun though. Definitely fun. All right, let's go, Sam. We got 30 minutes left and so much stuff to play. You're the boss.
We really have, and we haven't even got onto today's messages yet. I don't really want to skip any. I'm gonna alternate. We're gonna go old new. Right, here's Mario Faker.
Hey guys, it's Mario Faker here again, and we can all see that Phil is a slump right now, support-wise. And if he wanted to turn things around, there's one very simple thing he could do. you should just rip the Band-Aid off and ban Derek. And you should do so in a very big way with an elaborate, exaggerated rant like he did for Lavinia. First, this would be drama that everyone would just eat up.
Yeah,
Detractors,
true.
of course, but also people in his chat. And, drama equals views. Second, there are probably some regulars in his chat who left because of Derek spamming, and some of these regulars might have been active contributors. There's a good chance that they might return to a Derek-less chat. And lastly, it'll just be a big weight lifted off of his shoulders. Derek and his degeneracy has been so closely linked to Phil because Phil defends him so much without good reason. With Derek gone, there will just be one less thing that detractors would glom onto. What do you guys think? Would Phil ever do it? Thanks, and love the show.
All right, Sam, you first today. You first, Samuel.
I just can't see it happening. I cannot, I don't think, I can't imagine a world where he's that sort of desperate for something to talk about or something to make an example of or whatever, that he, finally, because I feel like it would involve revealing why he's had to keep him around, and again, I can't see that happening.
Yeah, you have to explain it.
Yeah, so sorry.
I think you got it right there. You have to explain it, right? How do you explain it away? You can't, if you want to make it a big event, you have to explain what he's been doing. And you got to talk about playlists. You got to say that. You got to say the word playlists, that's kind of, but you could do it the politician style way and say he's been very nefarious things outside of our stream that I think have kind of leaked in. So I'm just going to say bye to Derek and I wish him the well. He could do that, but I don't know. What do you think?
I could see including his behavior in the chat of cam girls. Now, for those of you who don't know, cam girls
they're kind of like me, but they take clothes off instead of putting it.
Sound good?
They will tell you their favorite positions. Yeah, I'm with Sam. I can't. It's so hard to see happening. It's just like I can't comprehend. It must be like a huge thing. Something huge must happen to make Phil actually do that, and I don't know what that is. But,
yeah,
I think it's going to be one of the most frustratingly unsolved things about him. He's just going to take it to his grave, and we're never going to know why.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you guys. I think we're too deep into the whole Derek protection narrative at this point that I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think he's ever going to get him banned. If he didn't so far, when he was literally copy pasting porn names in his chat, MILF Steak Miami Part 3. Come on, man.
Oops.
I want to know who's in that now.
Yeah, I know. Mario Faker said that people are leaving just because Derek is getting this outrageous preferential treatment, and he gets to spam as much as he wants, and it's just it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's like the adopted son at this point. He's the stream's adopted son, and everybody has to put up with him no matter what he does. It's
You also, that Phil would have to admit he's wrong there, and that's very hard to do. That's very rare that he says, I was wrong with this one. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make it right. And he does that. That's pretty tough. That doesn't happen very often. Sinful Dream says, when we getting that being said, Playgirl calendar? Someday. Let's put that at 50K subscribers. No, I don't want to say that. 50 million subscribers. Thank you. So
we'll
get to work on
that. When I come across to the States, I'll get some saucy pics of
group shots. We'll watch MILF over Miami together. Whatever MILF takes Miami together. Yeah, we can react to it. Me and Sam right next to each other. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We can measure.
Yeah,
live measurements. That'd be hype.
Just don't forget that it's the circumference of the diameter. It's pi, which is 3.14.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Meerkat.
That's what I was gonna say. It would be a great time for you guys to
react to all sorts of stuff. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, and you can also make some private Patreon videos if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Need to know what you think about K-pop and.
Sam, could you play the Brad one? That's been in there for a while. The Brad up there on the Brad Burnian, I believe. And it's the link to his.
Oh my god! There's like folders with documents.
What am I supposed to do? Come on, nothing I can do.
Oh, so Sam's opening his folders then, I see.
Oh, okay. What is it? Watch out. You know that the one that's called business. That's the one you want to go to. Work stuff. Go to the work stuff one.
Don't open this.
Right. Get in there. Here we go.
There we go. Hype.
Right.
Here's to detracting and many more laughs, and to that payday going right up Stu's ass.
Oh!
Right, okay, everyone, thank you very much. That's pretty much the end of the poetry stream. You know, we are. There is actually one more thing I just want to share with all of you. Just before that, though, you did vote. You know, we hit the tips goal. Thank you very much. You know, really appreciate the support. For the coat, and you voted for the blue coat. You decided that the blue coat was poetry stream goat. So on now.
Oh, you got PJ pants too. Nice.
Nice touch. The box is in the background.
Boxes.
The closet in the background as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, there we go. There it is. I don't know why you guys like me doing this, but you do, you know. So that's what I do. But yeah, just something I wanted to say, you know, before we close the stream off.
Adjourn.
You know, I've been doing this for quite a long time now. It's at least a couple months. And you know, I get people asking me on the group think and on here on my own streams, you know, why? You know, why do you do poetry? Why are you still doing this, Brad? And I mean, it's quite simple, really. I think it's summed up quite well in this email that I received from a fan. And it's from a fan. I know people will say, "Oh, you wrote this yourself." It's like, no, it's from a fan. You know, and it says more about you. Actually, that you think I would do that. It says more about you thinking that than it would say about me if I did actually
awesome.
Write this. So, you know, but yeah, the email is just from a fan. They put their name on, you know, which is nice. But yeah, it goes as thus.
Shout out.
Hi Brad, just wanted to send you an email. Oh, sorry, it's actually quite warm with this coat on, so I'm just got the fan. You shouldn't be able to hear it.
Loud as shit.
Whisper quiet. Hi Brad, just wanted to send you an email to say what a big fan I am of your work. I have been an avid follower since...
Oh, reference! We got that!
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Jesus, yeah.
Damn. This is a hype first video, I'll tell you that.
So I thought my wife might have been home. I've been an avid follower of your work since you submitted your first lot of jokes. To that being said, including, of course, your genius joke about why Phil is scared to go to Britain. The first time I heard of it, it goes as thus: why is Phil scared to go to Britain? Because people constantly talk about tea. I suppose we don't understand that. Allow me to explain. In Britain, we have a drink called tea. It's very popular. You know, it's made of a tea bag, hot water, and then you usually can milk or sugar or both or neither. Some people, people have tea however they like it. You know, it's up to the individual. You know,
like beans or toast.
You know, it's a bit of a staple here. And the other half of it is that Phil's friend team died. So that's where the team.
Holy shit!
I think actually, I'm trying to think. I had my first cup of tea when I was.
Oh my god!
It's like, you see adults and grown-ups drinking it, so I thought, I'll try that. Yeah,
Oh
nice,
god!
Yeah.
Oh.
Your jokes and poetry really mean a lot to me.
Oh my god! Dude!
In fact, to be honest with you, they stopped me from trying to kill myself. The joy that your contributions bring to the groupthink is immeasurable, And I just wanted to say that anyone that did not fully appreciate your use of Oppenheimer as both the rhyme and comparison of the invention of the atomic bomb to the invention of YouTube Shorts is a window-looking idiot who doesn't deserve to hear your talents. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let Richard Young and his army of haters keep you down. Sincerely, Ian Bradburn. And, you know, I just wanted to let you know what it means to me to get an email. It's been tricky. You know, the last couple months. You know, and right, stank dog, your banned. Right, spamming the chat, freaking stupid things. For God's sake. Yes, spamming it. You know, saying, you know, oh, the only people that listen to your poetry are kids and regards. And you know, it's a bit late to put a polite sign off at the end of that.
Oh my God!
My audience. But yeah, kids love poetry, don't they? Kids can't get enough of poetry. Oh, you know, they, yeah, love it. No, my audience are not fucking kids, actually. So when I say they're not fucking kids, I mean that's emphasis on kids. They also don't.
This Brad, man,
Don't do
please.
that. You know, I know people like to say about one of my audience members, which I'm not gonna get into, so I don't get into drama. You know, but yeah, no, they're not fucking kids. They're not kids. Okay, so.
Oh my God.
Anyway, yeah, on a lighter note, we did hit the likes goal as well. So you've all earned a celebratory pinwheel spin.
What? Holy shit! Oh my God, dude!
Oh shit!
Oh my God, dude!
Oh.
Brad, dropping that out of nowhere. Random super out of nowhere. Completely earned. Everything's safe because those jokes. God. Brad Burnian dropping that.
We've ascended, lads.
Oh, man.
Yes.
It was so fucking beautiful because at some point I realized when he started meandering and like looking around and getting interrupted, I was getting irritated. I actually wanted to hear that email. It embodied this fucking DSP meandering bullshit, wasting everybody's time. But it's like, for the first time, it's not DSP doing it. So, you know, I've completely gone desensitized from him doing it. And it's now a different dude. Yeah, this was great. This is a 10.
Amazing.
It's a 6-star, and he wins everything. Everything.
Dude, that is hard to go that fucking long, too. Like, with the bit that long, like, that's very, very challenging. And he did
the amount in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just so well done.
Yep. Even outside of the references as well, like the bit that got me was Ian Bradburn, like that.
Yeah.
Bradburn. I like when he's explaining the joke. All right, for those that might not understand that, let me explain that. The other part of that. That's sounded exactly the same. Oh, let me get that. Hold on, let me do that. God damn it! It's too long for instant replay what time we are, but that'll be on WPIG. Heavy rotation. Don't worry, you'll hear it again.
Yeah, one take, Brad. One take.
Yeah, that's what it was. Who knows? But fuck. And people were pissed they didn't get to see the pinwheel, Brad. So we need to see the pinwheel spin.
Yeah, you owe us a pinwheel, Brad. Yeah.
Yeah, you owe us that.
I mean, if he makes it public, we can just share the link.
Yeah. I don't know if it's public. I don't know if he wants that public. I don't know. Like, I can't promise that. He sent it, so is it on a public? Is it unlisted or what, Sam? If you could figure that out. If it's public, let it go, of course. But
well, everybody was loving it in droves, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, me too. I'm
public.
Yeah, I agree. But if it's unlisted or something, I don't know.
I can't see that it's unlisted. No.
Okay, well, share it. Go ahead. Go nuts. Give him some comments. Drop him the comments, and he'll make more. Because we would definitely want more of that. God damn.
There it is.
All right. Go like it, please. Give him praise in droves. He earned it. Fucking sound. His face on that sound. When the sound happens, he got scared,
What that? Did we ever find out what that was? Because he just, there was a, something fell. And he looked over for a bit. And he was like, that's fine. And carried on.
That's fine.
What was that?
Cat probably falling down, because You know, some reason I'm not going to say anything to give any people jokes. But for some reason, Cat fell down. Phil doesn't give a shit. Who cares? Got to keep the stream doing, honey. You can deal with it.
I think what it was is the hooks that he keeps his vests on. The Velcro holding that up just gave out. So the double-sided tape and Velcro was just too much, and it fell.
It fell. Well, no, King Jad. I'm not saying that. Ban him. Thin ice, King Jad. Thin ice. Thinnest of ice. Yes. Duty says banning Derek opens the gate to Dents demanding they ban OSC. Yeah, Canadian Kirk, which many in chat have been demanding. That's true too. Slippery slope, right?
Yeah, but Canadian Kirk's been fucking racist constantly.
Yeah, a little. I mean, which worse? I mean, PDF file or racist? You know, I don't want to get down that debate, but
I'll tell you what's worse: complaining about them. It's bad enough that Phil doesn't care about the racism, but he cares about people complaining about it. So
yeah,
I'm fed up of people to complain about this. It's like, well, fucking do something about it then, and they'll stop. Obviously, so,
that's too close to home. He is a racist himself, so you know the brethren. You can't get that harsh on him.
King Jad, when Cat went for a blood test, the results were gravy.
Get him out of here. That's it. We got an idiot. Looks like we got an idiot. Fucked up in the head.
When she went for an IQ test, the results were negative.
All right. So that's it. Yeah. Hey, look at the time. Divorce slide moved up. Nah. All right. We do have. Let's do a few more messages. We do have to get Regis Filgen too, I think. So let's do 2 messages and then Filgen and out.
Okay. So let's go with Stray Beans.
G'day guys. So I just watched the Side Scrollers and Review Tech USA video where they sort of clashed heads. I thought Rich actually had a good point where he said that they did see the writing on the Side Scrollers, saw the writing on the wall, and decided to sort of like go at Phil, which is completely fair considering who Phil is.
Yeah.
But I just want to, what do you guys think? Do you think the video, the Side Scrollers video after the interview was a little over the top? It seemed super aggressive to me. It did seem like just a shitting on Phil's session, despite the fact that Side Scrollers continue to like sort of play it off as we're trying to help you, Phil. You know, like at the end of the day, Phil sucks. You know, you can be honest about that and say, no, we were trolling you, Phil. But this thing where they pretend to be like, no, it was for your benefit. Not really, man. That follow-up video to the interview really was just a shit on Phil session. So anyway, what's your opinion on that? Do you think it was fair? Do you think it was over the top? You know, yeah. Thanks, guys. Catch you later.
Okay, so real quick fact check here, though, so just in case before you guys say your opinion on this. Remember, that was the after show was only reading the super chats they received on that show, right? I don't think it's the right idea, but they read every single super chat they get, like, and they get too many, and they just read them, right? They read every single one. That's how they operated. So what they were doing was the next day was like they have to read the super chats. So obviously they're all. If someone said a super chat saying like, let's see, King Jad sucks, and we might say a joke as well, like, okay, yeah, King Jad does suck, right? Scots, right? Or something like that. In response to we feel like you have to respond to the super chat, right? You can't just not say anything. Oh, someone said King Jad sucks. Well, all right, next one. You know, you gotta kind of respond, and they were doing that. So did it come off like that? Absolutely. But what were they doing? They in their opinion think they have to read every single super chat out. So that's what they did. That's what I think. But what do you think, Meerkat?
Because that's the thing. I don't really remember the whole post show because there was a lot of super chats to be read, and I don't find that very riveting. So I don't really remember how much I watched of that in the first place. But what I gathered was just them sharing their experience of having talked to DSP. And I still think the whole thing of constantly trying to say that you're trying to help the guy, even though he made it pretty clear that he doesn't need your help, he doesn't want you to help him. He denied having like a champions addiction or mobile games addiction or whatever. So you should kind of drop that. But if that's their job and that's what you do on the internet, you can't really kind of get on somebody's ass super aggressively. if that's not really a part of your brand. So you kind of have to even pretend that you're trying to help them in order to justify all the nasty stuff you're telling them, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't really remember what they said, but I think they were fair and they should have just told us what they really think, which I think they did for the most part, and cut the whole trying to help Phil out because he doesn't need your help. You can help him by sending him a tip because he gets those immediately and he gets the most. So there you go.
Yeah, it would. I guess I can kind of see it both ways. Like, it would be a little bit like us, I don't know, going on a Monday on stream and then talking about, you know, oh, we had again King Jad on yesterday. What do you think about that? You know, like kind of like that. But again, like you say, they are just reading super chats from people and responding, and it was a good opportunity as well for Adam to say his piece on the whole situation, because you know he didn't really get to do any kind of decompression afterwards. He went straight away, and the guy had literally, you know, he sat there lying to his face for the last 5 or 6 hours or whatever it was. So you know, it's not an ordinary interview, is it? It's, you know, I think it needs to be dwelled upon. So I don't know. I'm all over the place with my opinion on that. Sorry.
What do you think, Steve?
I think it's perfectly fine for them to do that because, like, just the overwhelming amount of super chats they got during that interview, you're going to need like your own dedicated stream for it. It's like every now and then we have to do a clear out session because of all the stuff that built up here, and it's you know, it's even more okay for me because Phil did his own. He did his own decompression stream and he was fine doing that. So why can't they do theirs? He had a problem with theirs because they were criticizing him and not inviting him on. But it's like, Phil, they were doing what you did. You had a decompression where you talked about it. They're having a decompression where they talk about it. So, yeah, it just so happens to think that after 5 hours of being lied to, they don't have the best opinion of you. And neither did many of the people who sent super chats. So, yeah, it's fine as far as I'm concerned.
That I agree, though. That saying like we're trying to help them was kind of cringe after a while. Like I know that was definitely 100% in Craig's mind. That was like the angle they had. Was like we're trying to help you, you know, we're trying to help you, man, and that's fine. But like, you gotta let it go when you're reading super chats like endlessly about how Phil's, you know, all this negative shit about Phil. Phil lied. I mean, there's nothing positive Phil did. I'm not trying to say that at all. He lied endlessly to them, and they laughed about it and stuff like that. And that doesn't feel like you're helping somebody when you're doing that. You know, you can kind of drop it. You know, the kind of we're trying to help you thing. But
yeah,
you know,
especially like you said, he was lying to him. He came across as an asshole, and that was the conclusion to the whole stream, is that he's an asshole, he's a liar, he's a bullshit artist. So why are we trying to help him? Fuck that guy. He's an asshole. Let's read some troll super chats and make fun of him. That should have been the way it should go. Because at this point, they made up their minds. Adam was calling him out during the actual interview multiple times, which DSP seemingly forgot about since he was calling him a greedy pussy or something like that on Twitter fairly recently. So, yeah, I don't see they did anything wrong there, really, except the whole trying to help him out. They should have just got over it.
Can someone get King Jad out of here? He's saying very, very slanderous things in the chat. Thank you. Time his ass out. All right, let's go Regis Philgen, Sam, to finish it up. Regis Philgen.
Make him a mod. Can I make him a mod?
No. We have enough European style mods.
Okay.
We need more American mods. American style mods, please.
We don't have many
mods.
We
had no mods, though.
No, we don't have any mods at all.
Basically just us.
It's just us, yeah.
Why would we need mods? What's the worst somebody can say in chat? You guys are assholes. You just make fun of Phil. Well, that's literally what we do. Thanks.
Yeah, well spotted.
Have a nice day. And I mean, chat ignores those comments. So, yeah. I mean, why do we need mods?
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Here it is. I'm going to turn it down.
Yeah, start it down.
Hello again and welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? Sam, I hope you got the button ready. I know I sent you the email. It should be right after my unban. No, actually, it should be right after the tip I sent you after I sent you the unban request. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so over the course of 181 episodes of DSP Tries It, we have painfully endured Phil consuming a lot of different items. There were definitely some really out there ones, but of the following, which can we say DSP didn't try it? Is it A, the Jack in the Box Spicy Sriracha Burger? B, the Wendy's Barbecue Pulled Pork Cheeseburger? C, the McDonald's Arch Deluxe Burger? Or D, the Burger King Veggie Burger? Now, before we continue, I understand that you want to phone a friend. Okay, let's see if we can get Harold on the line.
This takes me back.
Hi, Harold. It's Regis from Who Wants to Be a Fillionaire. Nope. That's the other show. Fillionaire. Don't worry, no one's ever heard of us. We got your friends ALT, Steve, Sam, and Meerkat over here, and they need some help with the question. So we're going to give them 30 seconds on the clock, and ALT, you're going to read it out. Ready, go.
Hello? Oh, hey, what's going on? A game show? Seriously? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, keep going. I'm just going through a tunnel.
What?
I didn't catch that last part. D. Ooh, sorry to cut you off like that. But it did sound like Harold had an answer there. It sounded like he was saying D, the Burger King Veggie Burger. So, what do you think? Are you going to listen to your friend, or do you have a better idea? Now, before you continue again, I just want to request, Sam, you vote last just because you've looked up burger like 20 times in the last day and a half to see if there are any clips you're missing, so you might already know the answer. All right, cast your votes.
Okay.
Right.
Go ahead, I'll go last. Which burger? So I've got...
I think it's the McDonald's one because he's just been like so like anti McDonald's for ages, and then he tried it and it was just like a regular Big Mac or something. It wasn't like a special burger. Didn't try like three? Didn't he have like three different McDonald's?
Yeah, that one time he had three burgers at once. Yeah, the triple threat, the hat trick.
So I don't think any of them were that one.
All right, so Steve is saying the Arch Deluxe. Meerkat, you have pulled pork cheeseburger burger.
See, I think I've heard that one on the clips.
And there was one more. I forget the first one.
I'll go with
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the veggie burger because I don't know, man. That might have been some DSP Tries It gimmick, though. He might have tried it just to be like to be different. I don't know, because I remember he ate a bunch of McDonald's at one point, like Steve said. I remember this, but I don't remember exactly what. I'm gonna go with D. Fuck it, Indrid wins. Anyways, so.
All right, I'll say the pulled pork cheeseburger. That doesn't sound like a real thing. Pulled pork cheeseburger. So I'll say that. Burger. Go ahead, Sam.
I'll have whatever's left because I have no idea. I can't remember what it is.
I think that was A.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah. A. Yeah. Right. Go on then, Regis. Let's find out.
You're going to want to pause here because I did not record a bit for this. I used enough time, I thought, with the phone a friend. So answer coming up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the answer is C, the McDonald's Arch Deluxe Burger. The Arch Deluxe Burger having been part of a 1996 attempt by McDonald's to create a menu marketed specifically towards adults. It was, however, discontinued after a very short time, despite a massive marketing campaign, and is now considered to be one of the most expensive flops of all time, aside from Project 7. Anyway, that's all we got. I've run a bit long anyway. I'll just leave you with my final thoughts.
Burger.
Oh, thank you for that. Big ups. Arch Deluxe.
Yeah.
Steve wins all the points. Somehow Indrid gets all the points too, but you also got points.
Finally got more points than me, Dad.
Yeah.
So we got a comment from Pastor Arthur Montgomery. He says, we all know everyone here is a sock account. It's a factual fact that Phil only has like 2 detractors. The rest of the internet is positive to him. Absolutely. Absolutely, sir.
Who are the 2 detractors? Evil AJ and Tevin.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. Those 2 people. Yeah. Blame of everything. Assholes.
Because everyone was nice to him before, weren't they? We've just
definitely
seen nothing but positivity towards Phil in the Dempsey Scrolls.
That fucking evil
People
AJ.
love him.
How dare he? Let's do one more message Sam. You're the boss.
Sure. Let's do.
We'll go above and beyond.
Okay. Let's hear from. Okay. John McClane.
Oh, hello.
Hey, that being said, podcast. Big time fan, first time caller. Was my poor impression of Bill Burr. Anyway, with all the ranting and raving that Phil has done, and I kind of have like this feeling that we're really heading toward not just an emotional breakdown on stream, and not just the physical health. I do fear that eventually his parents are going to have to step in and have to place Phil on what I call the conservatorship arc. And eventually have to take control of his finances and everything else. And just want to know what your guys' thoughts on that. Thanks.
Team conservatorship. Nah, it's not gonna happen, man. Unless, like, I don't know, he gets really sick or something. I mean, his parents, what can they do? He doesn't listen to him.
How far? See, the thing is, that's been my sort of like perceived end of Phil, is that he's going to have some sort of like medical issue, and Kat's going to bail because she's like, that I have not signed up to like change your catheter or like whack your ass or something like that. So she's going to bail. He's going to have to move back to his mum and dad's. So that's sort of like my thinking. But at the moment, we're heading towards full-on mental break territory. Just throwing that out there because the amount of ranting, it's like every week at least 1/2 hour of mental screaming at trolls.
That can't be healthy, man. Like that fucking Armor Cores thing. That rant was something. 30 minutes was saying how trolls are the reason that that's some next level, fear. That's some next level delusion and fear combined.
And this is a week after half an hour about how the trolls are like trying to, Lavinia and Arkham and Jasper. Blood were, this is like a week after that. And that was like nearly an hour of ranting about trolls and things. So,
yep.
Yeah.
John Bono, great point. We can't have kids because of us.
Yep. Can't have kids.
Despite the fact, the first time we saw Kat, he said that he made her fucking agree to that. I put on Twitter if you haven't seen it. They said, it's okay to say it, right, honey? Staring beams in her eyes, and she is trying to get out of there. She wants out. She goes,
yeah, that is ridiculously uncomfortable to watch.
It's fine. Yeah, you can say it. Yeah, you can say it. Phil just staring at her. We can say it, right, honey? Right, honey? Right, honey? If you say it enough times, she'll just say yes, Because let's be real, she's not of the highest mental capacity, not by her own fault, by having fucking autism. And he says, yeah, okay. And then she says, okay, you can say it. He goes, yeah, we never wanted to have kids. He said that himself in the first time we saw Kat, not the first time, second time we saw Kat.
Yep.
And now it's our fault. Okay, cool.
That's why she got a cat. That's why Panda got hamsters, because you're not having kids. So
yeah,
if you have a maternal instinct towards something, get a fucking pet.
I don't fucking get it. Like, what would trolls do to the kid? They're gonna troll a kid, like an actual baby that gets born. That's some fucking nasty shit.
The trolls convinced me to feed it the wrong formula.
God.
The trolls told me. People are telling me in chat right now, breastfeeding is best for the baby. Wrong.
Yeah. Wrong. Let me tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean,
oh my God.
I've said it before. Like it'd be one of the most downright irresponsible things he could do is reproducing. But the stories we would get, like,
he already doesn't have enough time when he has a cat and a person he doesn't interact with in his household. He already doesn't have enough time with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want to talk about not having time? Come on, man.
How's he supposed to reply to all those emails with paragraphs? Time to type all that out.
Oh, fuck.
I think the thing is, though, like, if he did have a kid, most of us would be like, if not all of us, would be like, right, nothing to do with the kid. It's not the kid's fault he's born to Darkside Phil. Just like it's not Jasper's fault he was adopted by Darkside Phil. We would all, like, the kid would be a line that no one would want to cross.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course there'd be assholes, but you just ban them on site and that's it. That's the end of it. People say shit about his kid in chat, ban it, and it's done. Don't bring it up like he would, though. He'd bring it up, though. You look at all these people talking nasty shit about my kid. My life's tough, guys. By the way.
Bin bags full of, like, diapers.
But just like with Jasper, people would be just concerned about the well-being of the kid, and they would think in the kid's best interest, and they would be asking him like, what do you feed the kid? Did you take him to the pediatrician? You know, is the kid doing good?
No. You know, pediatricians are upsellers. No, he's fine. What do you mean? What do you mean checkup? 2-year checkup? You can skip a year. That's not even an important year. $300.
We don't even live near anywhere where you can get measles, mumps, or rubella. Why am I giving the vaccination for that?
That was taken care of 100 years ago.
Anyway,
Damn.
come in with to the dump next week.
God. All right. Anyways, let's end the show. Good question to get us started there, John McClane. Love your films as well. But yeah, so business style announcements. Remember, Sunday is the deadline for the Gintros. You have till Sunday. We'll do the show the following week someday. Not sure yet, but you have until Sunday. Big ups to Yona Hall says, baby side Phil's first words. Formula is preferred today. I get those nutrients right away.
It's with breast milk, I only get 30%.
My digestive system takes 30% of that. Thank you. Donnie DK says, go to watch Dead Sea Scrolls. Where do I start? I guess you started the first episode, my friend. Yeah. And speaking of Dead Sea Scrolls, we'll be there Saturday evening time for a prime time style show about when Phil missed a tournament obligation for an interesting reason. There's my tease. There's my edging for you. Sam, Steve, any business style announcements from you, my friend?
No, I am working on stuff, but it's had to slow down quite a lot because of my back issue and things getting worse for me. So, but I do have stuff coming. I will be working on stuff. More Jasper stuff, more thus expanding stuff. But yeah, just have to set my time.
Increase that drinking, brother. That'll take care of it. Meerkat, final words.
More tequila.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy at the moment, so I don't know when I'm gonna be doing whatever. If there's something really hot that happens, I'll watch it. I'll see what I think about it, and yeah, we might get a couple of streams. But for now, just like taking it easy, and watch out. There might be a stream somewhere out of nowhere.
Totally unearned, random, pushing buttons. Steve, Sam, send us home.
Okay. I am not working on anything currently, but
the burger was outstanding.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats, cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those
I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon
that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know, the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time, but that's it. Jasper, you're out of here. He jumped up there again. You know what I really think it is? It's the 60 frames. He never did this before PS5. All right, buddy. It's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking here constantly all the time because I was so stressed out. I was honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. I don't like doing that. You know what I think? I'm honest. I think it's the PlayStation 5. It's the 60 frames because he used to always be in here. He never jumped in front of the TV. Only since I got the PS5 does he jump in front of the TV now. So I think with more frames of animation, okay, he's seeing the extra animation and it catches his eye. I think so. It was actually funny because what was it, the other day there was snow and the snow attracted him. So that's what I think it is. Like maybe the 30 frame stuff didn't look realistic to him because, you know, he's never seen different frame rates. He's not playing video games and watching movies. Anyway, I don't know. That's just my theory.